going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? And if you haven't already guessed it, I say boys and girls because this game is rated E for everyone. This is Jimmy C Gaming, where I play games first, so you don't have to. Because let's be honest, how many times have you said, damn, why did I just spend my hard-earned cash on that piece of doo-doo? And wish you didn't. So, today we're going to be checking out a game called The Settlers from Ubisoft. Sadly, there's no shout-outs today, but on that note, let me ask you one triple favor. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. And of course, comment, because if you request a comment, a game for me to play, I will definitely take a look at it. And if it piques my interest, I will shout you out. That's right, folks. That's a promise from me to you. My bird Henry. He's saying he's going to promise you too. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here's my 30-minute review. Let's get on it, shall we? Love these sandbox style strategy games. Oh man, I'm a sucker for them, you know. Back in the day with StarCraft and Warcraft. Oh yeah. Command and Conquer. All right, guys, let's take a look here. So we got start campaign, skirmish, tutorial. I played the tutorial a little bit. I have to be honest, because when it comes to these games, this one, I would suggest for sure 100% play the tutorial. Of course, you got to play the tutorial because there's always different things that are happening in these strategy games that you'll have to learn. You got shop. I would suggest too to connect your Ubisoft, because you do get some free cool Ubi Connect stuff like skins and things like that that you're able to put into the game. That's really cool. There's not much per se of options, but let's get in on the options and give our life some options, shall we? Settings. All right. What kind of life options do we got here? Dialogue, English, menu language. That's really cool. Keeping the subtitles on, obviously, because this is a video. All right, subtitle size. Everything looks great here. Continue the gameplay. Auto construct default on. Enable or disable auto construct for new engineers. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, because I was playing the tutorial, and sometimes you have to get the engineers to build, or sometimes they just do it on its own. I think I like this option better, to be honest. I do like the auto construct better. So you're not searching around for engineers. It was kind of annoying searching around for engineers sometimes. All right, building autocast default, production flowing route, team privacy, invite only. Yeah, that's a cool thing about this game. You can actually invite people to play the game against you. I'm not sure if you can play the game. They can play the game with you. Let me know in the comments below if you can do that. Map preferences, sandbox maps. Actually, I want to check in here if there's an option to do zoom out. You can only zoom out so much, which I find annoying. I'd like to look at the whole map altogether and everything that I've built. And sadly, they don't allow you to do that, it seems. So, I don't know. Show current game version, frame rate, first person, or FPS, sorry, and session time. This display might obscure gameplay elements. Okay. Manage your map preferences for sandbox mode. Okay. Manage your map preferences for skirmishes. Okay. Let's continue. Audio. I always bring my music down to 95. And my voice, I keep it up. And I always put the sound effects down to 96 or so. It depends on the game. Depends on the volume. Audio controls. Mono or stereo. Obviously, you're going to keep stereo. And dynamic range, amplified, quiet mode, headphones. Okay, let's keep it on amplified, shall we? Interfacing controls. Yes, I'd like to keep that. Thank you very much. Color mode. Cool. Adjust the color spectrum. Awesome for colorblind. I am colorblind, but really it's just for shades. Invert camera, so I don't understand like any of this stuff, to be honest. It just doesn't really work for me too good. I have a problem seeing purples and blues and greens and browns sometimes, but depending on the background, so I just leave it alone. Invert camera, obviously I turn that off. Camera rotation speed, really cool. Obviously you're gonna keep the vibrations because we always like good vibrations on the controller, so I'm keeping that on. All right, and let's go back to home, shall we? Load, setting, Ubisoft Connect, and credits. Perfect. I'm not gonna start the campaign. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do another video where we can actually start the campaign, because I think the campaign might just take a little longer than, you know, these games, they take long. Look at here, this is what I'm talking about. We could do PvP, 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 4 versus 4. That's cool. I think I'm going to keep it on casual. Or sandbox, single player, play at your own pace. Or hardcore. Interesting. Okay. Well, I think what we're going to do today is just play casual. We'll just do a 1 versus 1. See where we go with it, shall we? Let's continue. And this is really cool. You get to pick not just your faction, but the way things look. Which is really cool. You get to check your faction details if you really wanted to get in on it. To check your, you know, how the discounts are going to be for your for different stuff, what you're building, and all these things like that. I'll try to go through it as I'm going through it. It is a little bit taxing when you're learning the tutorial, but the tutorial is very well rounded, and it can tell you a lot, and it really does help you to basically play the game. I've played this one before. I think it was really cool, but I think I'm gonna try playing this today. Let's get in on this and try this out, shall we? Play alone or with other players against the AI enemy. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, maybe you are able to play, you know, with other players against the enemy AI. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out. I know that up here, you're able to do some inviting. I just haven't figured it out. Residents built next to each other provide additional living space. Okay.
Welcome to the core.
So we're starting off here. We're Team Blue.
3, 2, 1, start.
All right. Cool. This is what I'm talking about. See, I can't scroll up any more than this. You can scroll down, which is really cool, but I can't scroll up. One downfall in this game. Really, that just blows. All right. So we're starting off with 3 warriors, archers. You click on them, and you get to, you know,
Ready for duty.
Move them to where you want. You can even hold the button down, just
orders?
grab them, and just all move to where you want
Ready
to.
for duty.
We all work together here.
All right. Okay, let's see here. Cancel that. These are all the settlers and how they look for these guys. That's really cool. And these are my engineers. right now. A lot of them are sleeping. Let's give them a job to do, shall we? Let's scope out a little bit here. So this is the fog of war. All right. And this is my section here. Okay, there's something here to grab. And there's unsurveyed mining and mining area right there. Okay.
I love to be free as the wind.
All right. So let's give this a go here.
We all work together.
What shall we build first? I think we should build a log cabin. I think that's really important. Find some trees here.
Love to be as free
Get
as
these
the
guys to start giving us some logs. We'll do that here. It just kind of goes up and around here, so that's perfect. So that's an easy way. Here comes the engineers now. They're going to start building. And let's take a look at what else we need. We'll definitely need a sawmill close to that as well. And you can turn them around like this. So you can really like intricately design what you want. I think I'm going to put that right here. And then we have to build roads. And I love this because we got to make sure the roads connect to our warehouse. So let's just see what we want to do with roads here. Just basically push the button once and then just drag, and it has to connect. So that, and then here, this arrow, we find out where the arrow is. That's where the roads start and begin. You can just connect it like this. And the engineers start. It's so much better to just do auto engineer. All right, let's take a look at what else we need. And I think what we should also do is have a forester
None of my friends are faster than
in here as well. So that way the forester can plant more trees as we cut down. That's important. Let's connect that road there. There we go. You can see how each building costs, and they start to just show up. Like now we got the sawmill, it's built. It'll say, okay, you have one sawmill, you have one logging camp. So as you're playing, you're like, do I have a quarry? Do I have, you know, and we get to go along. We have food here. You know, do I have a well? Do I have a bakery? Right. So as you're going along, it'll tell you what you have and what you don't have of one or certain things. And you have decorations, and you can just, let's say you wanted to demolish, right? You can just demolish, boom, right?
None of my friends are faster than me.
So that's pretty cool. Now let's take a look. What I'm going to take one of these engineers, have them push left trigger, and you can have them recall, construct, claim, survey, or deliver. And so what I'm going to do is just hit that right here, so I can have them continue the back of this.
Can I carry more?
And then I'll take another engineer who's sleeping on the job.
I can build almost anything.
I'm going to have him continue this way.
Light like a feather.
And then I'll take another engineer, and I'll have him continue this way. You can continue going until, yeah, there we go. Do that.
Hard work.
And what's down? All right, so nothing's down. I gotta get to the water somehow. Huh, interesting. Love the detail on this game. Like, look at this water. Looks great. And I also love the attention to detail. Like when you zoom in,
I can carry
you get to see these guys actually sawing the wood,
Let me
you know, doing all the things that they do.
love these
These
deliveries.
guys going around, planting trees, and cutting logs. Love it. I love the detail. Put a lot of effort into this game. Very interesting. All right, let's continue. So I think now we probably
This is an
should
heavy
build
act.
some homes. And where am I going to build the homes? Let's take a look here.
This is my easiest job today.
Okay, so we got some rock, some stone mining here. That's going to be interesting. Let's put a couple of homes just... We'll put a home or two right here.
Maybe I should go to the beach.
You don't want to get too close or it's going to cover the track there, right? So that it'll do that. And then
As long as there's peace.
if you turn these, sometimes the homes connect.
Oh,
They'll
these
connect a
goods are
certain
heavy.
way.
These goods are well crafted.
I'll head home soon. My family's waiting already. What did I want to pick up again?
There we go.
I can carry any burden.
Did you see the guildmaster?
Should be enough for now.
Delivery coming through.
All right. Let's get some stone over here.
None of my
Now,
friends
you
have
see,
lost them.
as you're starting to place something, it shows you, like if I were to place it over here, it's in an exclamation mark. You see the gauge? So you know that it's probably a bad spot to place these here. But as you start getting closer, it starts to move. So you want to make sure that you place it exactly where something is viable to be placed. I'm going to place this right here, so I kind of get both. And then we're going to connect it to this road. All the roads lead to the warehouse. Don't think a stone mine would work here. You see? You would think because it's a stone, but the stone mine doesn't work here, so no point.
Oh, what a refreshing breeze.
Now we're going to
As long
start
as there
thinking
is
about
peace, I'm fine.
food.
Love onions.
Build a farm. Where can we start building our farm? Oh, are these what I think they are? I think these are berries. Yes. Berries. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to start foraging for berries
I'll
then.
head home soon.
Okay, let's do that. Go to the forager's hut. So we pick these. Cost. There's the cost right there. 2 wood, 1 stone. All right. Let's just give this a little bit of a flip here. Like that right there. And we shall connect it. All right, let's do that. Connect it right there. And now you see this little guy who's doing all the mapping. He's creating our border, see? So you can kind of see where the border is. And the cool thing is that the engineers come and they request carriers to come and bring you the wood and the stone and the things that you need. And then the engineers, when you have it manually, you can just choose how many engineers you want to build a certain construction, but a building or whatever. But when it's on auto, they just get it filled up, so it's 2 out of 2. They just build the roads, and it's pretty cool. It's just so much easier auto. You always want to make sure that you have carriers. You always want to make sure that you have engineers when you start building your army and things like that. So you got to keep that in consideration. But now that we have that going, we're probably going to need
Hope I won't get lost this
a berry press. So Let's see here. I like the idea of keeping it close. I think I'm gonna just keep the berry press right there.
I'll head home soon.
How cool that looks.
My family's waiting already.
Huh. I love being able to go in and just take a look, but I would have much rather it going out. Okay, so then territory expanded, finished. So this guy was finished. Do it over here. I think I'm gonna let him do a little bit more. Let's continue. All right, this guy's still working at it in there. That's good. Eventually, I want to get someone to get that.
Excuse me.
All right. So we got that going. All right. What else do we need? A well. You know, these guys are going to get thirsty.
There is peace.
So I think it's important
I wonder if we'll ever find
that we
our
put a well.
ancestors.
Let's put a well that's central.
The village is growing.
I feel like that would be important.
I love these deliveries.
I should go to the training ground someday.
Huh. There we go. Do a well right here, I think.
Did you see the guild
All
master?
right. And then let's do a farm. I'm gonna make all this here farmland. No? Or maybe close to the berries.
It's quite amazing.
Make them farm. I like that idea.
You see the guild master?
Let's do that. So let's put a farmland right here. And then a windmill. Because what's a farm without a windmill? And then ranch. This produces meat, uses wheat and water, and we'll definitely need donkeys as we start to expand our territory so it's really cool because the donkeys, the carriers start using the donkeys to carry all the stuff. Love it. All right, let's take a look. So now, I like how they keep those spots that are dark for roads. So if I do this, then if I want to connect a road,
Right now.
I'm able to connect the road
This
from
is
there.
my
See?
easiest job today. No deliveries needed.
And then what we could do is build more residents right here.
Just one more delivery.
All right, good enough. And then connect the road.
Delivery coming through.
Delivery coming through.
There we go.
These goods are heavy.
These goods
I think what I'm going to do is put another well over here. But I have to wait. I need 2 stone. Okay, good enough for now. I'm gonna also need, if I remember correctly, I'm gonna need a bakery. So, because that produces bread, and that brings people in to live into the settlement and brings me more carriers. So, since
This
we
is my
have
easiest
water
job to do.
and wheat being produced, let's make a bakery, shall we? Get some good bread going on.
to be delivered right now. I'll head home soon. My family's waiting already.
All right, where can we put the bakery? That's a good central spot for a bakery. Like that.
When will people stop asking me for that?
Okay.
Let me.
These guys are already using some donkeys.
What a beautiful day.
We get upgraded donkeys. This is what I'm talking about. Upgraded donkeys, you know?
Delivery coming through.
Just realized, guys, I forgot to set the timer.
Delivery coming through.
All right. So, what I want to do, if I can,
Needs to be delivered
is
right now.
create some towers. Just want to wait a little bit and see. Let's create another
As long as
stone
there's
quarry.
peace, I'm fine.
Because we're going to need more stone. That is the truth.
Just one more delivery.
When will people stop asking me for directions?
Let's put that there. All right. I'm going to have an engineer right now as I wait. I'm going to do a little bit of exploring.
Ready for duty.
Or maybe we'll use these archers to do some exploring. Let's go this way and see what we see. Little cabin there. Deliver, okay. So I keep pushing the control stick backwards, thinking that I could zoom out more, and it's just not happening. All right, all residents inhibited. Good. Let's go, up to, Let's see what's in this area. Gotta get the engineers to survey this mining area. Love this. It's so just, you know, casual and it's calm.
Order received.
But at the same time, we don't know what our other AI player is doing right now. Okay. We can see.
I feel a bit tense.
Push L1 and R1. Oh, okay. Score, territory. Whoa, jeez. They're growing faster than us. Okay. Let's continue.
Of course. Order received.
Let's see what's up and around this corner here.
Moving out.
All right, we got our
Order received.
8 boulders. Let's see
On
what's up
patrol.
here. Could be enemies here. Just see as we get closer.
Enemy in sight.
Oh, yep, there they are.
Ready for duty.
Okay, we're not ready for that yet. Hey,
Standing by.
let's go.
Order received.
Don't leave me hanging, bro.
Moving out.
Okay, you guys stay right here.
On
Just in
patrol.
case. I'm going to have to make a tower now.
Taking aim.
Let's build a tower for defense. Like the idea building the tower possibly right here. Yeah. Build the tower right there. And maybe what we'll do is we'll build another one right here afterwards. And at the same time, let's get some more engineers. Engineers! Holding down the right bumper will show me all the engineers that are sleeping on the job.
Yes.
Let's continue doing
I
this.
can use the exercise.
At the same time, I'll grab this
What's
engineer here. Have him come this way and see if I can get this. We can survey this mining area. And hopefully, there'll be a hunting ground where I can hunt for meat. Because right now, we're just living off berries. Normally, I can get to the water, but... Oh, I can get to the water right here, maybe. If I can get down here. Ah, keep pushing the button. All right, let's go. Let's get this. Okay, you get this. You do not have enough goods to deliver. Oh, I need to get that to make that. Okay, cool. We need to get hammers. All right, cool. Well, let's go up here.
I love hard work. There's nothing I can't carry.
Let's survey this area.
These are just rocks.
Let me get another engineer.
What's up?
You go over there. In the meantime, got this tower being built, which is good. What I want to do is build another tower. This one here heals and shoots. But I think what I want to do is build this tower, but build one on this side. Oh, wow. We found gold already? Because it changes all the time. Love this game. Automatic map generator. You know, which is really good. Like, you need that in these type of games. Just put one right here. Anybody that comes from this section will be safe. I don't know where the enemy's gonna come from, but luckily we're surrounded in this little nook, which I can't really show you, but you get the idea, see? Which is really good. So I'll probably put another tower right here as well. I can do that right now, actually.
What did I want to pick up again?
I'd love to go.
I
There.
can carry any burden.
Alrighty then. Now that we found gold, I found gold. Alright. Let's see how far we are here, guys. Well, we're at 34 minutes already. Well then. Would like to continue playing this game. 30 minutes is not a lot when you're playing these type of strategy games.
Resources found.
That is definitely the truth. But we found gems already. Gold. That's really cool. Wow. All right, guys. So I'm going to build this little gold mine here. And then we're going to call it a day. And if you want to continue having me play this game, we shall do that. Don't want to keep this game longer than I need to. What gets gold? I don't remember. Blacksmith.
The village is growing.
Uses. Okay. Huh. Toolmaker. Gold mine. Here we go. It's a gold mine. I can't build up there yet. I have to wait. All right, guys. That's it for today. Again, like, subscribe, and comment down below if you want me to continue playing this. I will. It's a really cool game.
This is a good
I think, you know, for what it's worth, it's pretty good. It's pretty interesting. This is definitely a go out and buy it now because the sale's on. I think it's 75% off right now. So, and right now it's also free with the PlayStation Extra. So if you have the PlayStation Plus, you can get this game for free. I think the add-on for Deluxe for New Allies is like $6 or $7. Definitely worth it if you're into strategy games. Not much more I can say about this. I would have loved to see if I could pick my settlers. That way I can have, you know, a certain race of settlers all in the same way. Like if I wanted to build like an African community, I can do that, or Asian community. I wish I was able to do it. I wish I was able to, you know, have more options in the game. Options are always so important. I would have loved to have, you know, just the women foraging and the men, you know, go out there and do the war, right? It just, you know, do some hunting. And if I was able to do that, I think that would be so much more immersive. But it is what it is. I mean, it's just Ubisoft we're talking about here these days, so not to get too much into that, but yeah, kind of falling down the bandwagon, sadly, a little bit. But this game is, yeah, I give them some love on this game. This game is pretty good. Love it. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later, and all the best. Stay humble and stay blessed.